welcome to the channel. First review we're going to do is on the DNT Thermnight 335R. So I've had this scope for about 8 to 10 months now. I will do an unboxing, but as you can see it's already open and mounted on the rifle. The host for this scope right now is a Springfield M1 Alpha. Suppressor is a Diligent Defense Enticer L with 6.5 end cap. This is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor with an Archangel stock on it. I was really skeptical on buying a DNT at first, especially since all the guys that I hunt with and run with are using AGMs, RICs, Pulsar, so on and so forth. But I took a gamble on a more affordable thermal, and after hours of scouring YouTube and looking at reviews on different resolutions, I settled on the 384. The 384 for me is perfect. I couldn't justify spending the extra money on the 640 for not that much better resolution. But the 384 is a huge jump from the 256. A few things I do like about this scope here is main thing, the selling point is the thermal and digital scope. So your thermal is going to have, of course, just your thermal heat signatures, and then your digital night vision and day vision is going to help you identify targets with positive ID. So you can do a picture-in-picture mode, which I'll get to in a second. The picture-in-picture will let you put either your digital night vision or your thermal up in the corner and use whichever one you want. It has a built-in IR flashlight, which is very nice because, as you can see, I don't have a lot of rail on this rifle. So the built-in IR really saves space, and it's not too cumbersome. This scope does have a digital rangefinder and a ballistic calculator, which in the app it shows you, as you build your bullet profile, what your bullet drop will be, and so far it's been extremely accurate. I've taken shots out from 50 yards to 400 yards, and it's matched the 6.5 perfectly. On the dot, we've dropped animals from various ranges. One of my favorite things about the digital night vision is on a lot of thermals, when your IR laser for your rangefinder actually looks out and touches, you can't see it. Whereas if you have your digital night vision running in a PIP on a picture-in-picture in the top right, you can verify that your laser is hitting what you're trying to shoot. The reason that's important for what we do is these coyotes, deer, hog will be in a large field with a defilade. So sometimes you're ranging right in front of the animal, sometimes you're ranging the tree line behind the animal. And that can throw off your range about 50 to 100 yards, which doesn't sound like a lot, but out to 200, 300, 400 yards, that can be a 4 to 12 inch adjustment that you didn't want. So that's what I really like about the IR light and the digital night vision. I've heard from other scopes that their rangefinder can be off a tad bit and it's hard to zero, but this one's been absolutely perfect. I'm gonna head and go over a couple of my favorite things about the scope. One main thing is that your rangefinder button on the side is a very large button. It's very easy to get to. It is easy to put your hand in front of the rangefinder on accident, but it's not that big a deal as long as you know what you're doing. A big plus that I like is the zoom. It's on a big turn knob. I do not like button press zooms. They always end up being glitchy, and you hold the zoom and you press the button back out and it gets glitchy. This has been a seamless transition of left to right, zoom in, zoom out. It will zoom your digital night vision and your thermal at the same time if you have them both running picture-in-picture mode. But if you set your thermal zoom lock to whatever you want it to lock at, your thermal zoom will stay in the same place while your digital night vision will zoom in or out. What I have found is that I prefer to stay more zoomed out with these digital zooms on these thermals. The more you zoom in, the more pixelated the image gets. Which on these recordings that I'm showing you now, it is more clear looking through the scope. When you compress the file and then re-upload it, it does get a bit grainy, but through the scope it is much more clear. Another big plus is the removable battery. I've ran other scopes that have internal batteries, such as the ATN, and I was impressed with ATN's battery life from a full charge, but anytime it starts getting low, you have to set the gun aside, let it charge up a little bit, and then get back to your hunt. Whereas the removable battery makes that a thing of the past. Battery hits 20%, I go ahead and pop it out, pop a new one in, and throw that spare one that I had, or the 2 or 3, on a charger. This scope does come with two 21700 batteries, non-nippled. They pop in positive in first. They're extremely easy to change out. The threading on the back cap is perfect. I haven't had a problem out of it yet, unless you try to put a nippled battery in there and it won't fit. It will not tighten in all the way. A couple of things that from using I have found that I do not like is the thermal focus ring is under the digital night vision, which makes it kind of a pain to get to in a rush or when you're trying to get a good shot on target. And the digital night vision and day vision is on the top on a push bar. That one's not so hard to get to, but it's very easy to get confused in the moment with which one you're actually trying to look through. So you could be trying to adjust your thermal focus and you're actually doing your night vision focus. The IR light is interchangeable between 940 and 850. It came straight with an 850. My last digital night vision scope that I had purchased a Sniper Hog Lights IR light, which was exceptionally bright, but for what this is, especially with the pair of the thermal, it's not necessary. Now I'm going to go over the button function really quick. It's very simple. Pop the battery in, go ahead and hold your power button. You're going to see a blue LED pop up under the power button. That also doubles as a sleep mode indicator. So if you're out in the field and you want it to go to sleep, just tap your power button one time and it will go to sleep, and you'll see a little orange LED pop up after that. It does have an auto wake setting on the back of the ballistic rangefinder. There is a little sensor that sees how close your face is to it, and it will wake up the scope automatically if you've put it into sleep mode. So now I've removed the scope off the rifle so I'm not flagging everyone in my neighborhood. But here in thermal, it's very easy to zoom. It's quite easy. It goes in increments of 1.25, 2.5, 3.75, 5, 6.25, all the way up to 10. If you switch over to your night vision or your day vision, jumps in 1.5s all the way up to 20. Go back to thermal. Quickly tapping the left side button, we'll go from white hot, black hot, red hot, iron hot, back to white hot. Your top button changes your reticle color. Your picture-in-picture changes your brightness. And then obviously the bottom button changes your recording, which I don't want to stop right now. This scope does have a Wi-Fi setting, which is great. You just turn the Wi-Fi on your scope, hook your phone up to it, and all your videos are streamlined right there. You can just simply download them to your phone, and there's zero issues after that. I want to thank you guys for watching. I did not go super into depth in a couple of things, such as the settings menu in the scope whenever you go through it. I went over the Wi-Fi a little bit, the ballistics calculator, which you can set up through the app, so you don't really need to do it in the scope if you don't want to. You just set it up in the app and then hit the button that says sync ballistic calculator. I also did not go super into depth in the button layout during night vision. A lot of the buttons have dual purpose, whether you're in night vision or thermal, but considering I use this scope primarily as a thermal, and the digital night vision / day vision is just a plus for me, and I use it to positive ID the target that I'm shooting at. Say you're coyote hunting and you want to make sure you're shooting a coyote and not the neighbor's lab. That's the best part about having the digital night vision. So again, thank you guys for watching my first review on anything. Welcome to the channel. I hope you like and subscribe. And now what you came to see is us giving a bunch of whitetail dirt naps. Have a good day.
Yeah, that's it.
Meat slap. Drop that one. 3, 2. Drop. Yep. Drop. I see him right now.